This video is brought to you by Ageless Geeks.
Cowabunga, dudes and dudettes. This is Anthony, aka BatBomb82, and today I'll be doing a review of the WWE Elite Summer Slam Series Seth Rollins. Now, taking a look at the front, we can see that the figure is showcased in your standard SummerSlam window box packaging. Turning the box around, we can see an image of Seth Rollins holding up that tag team title. And at the bottom, all four figures from this wave. So with the box out of the way, let's crack this figure open and see what we have inside. And here's Seth Rollins out of the box. And man, this is one really sweet action figure. And in my opinion, this might be the best Seth Rollins to date. Mattel has just done a great job with him, and what I call his Deadpool attire is just captured perfectly. Throw in an amazing head sculpt with an amazing likeness of Seth Rollins, and that awesome Raw Tag Team title really makes this one of the best and greatest Seth Rollins figures ever. But before we take a closer look at the figure, let's take a look at the accessories. So Seth Rollins only comes with two accessories, that being his red and black vest and the Raw Tag Team title. So with the accessories out of the way, let's take a closer look at Seth Rollins. Alright guys, now let's take a closer look at the WWE Elite Summer Slam Seth Rollins. Now this is a really sweet Seth Rollins figure, because to me, it kind of screams Deadpool, in my opinion at least. So when I bring this guy in, that's kind of what I originally assumed the inspiration was for this particular gear. And now having it in figure form, I really think it's a Deadpool theme. I'm pretty sure most of us thought that too, so very, very cool. And right out the gate, I'm going to say this. I think this might be my all-time favorite Seth Rollins figure that we've ever received, because this guy's freaking cool. Maybe it's just the color scheme, because red and black are my favorite colors. And again, maybe it's kind of a Deadpool homage, and Deadpool is one of my all-time favorite characters. So maybe I'm just a little bit biased in that way, but man, this is a really cool figure, so check it out. He does come with a Raw Tag Team title, which is great. I love that title belt. I've always been a fan of this particular belt, even when it was in the copper. I don't understand people hating on it. I love the design with those Trojan helmets and whatnot. Just looks really cool. I love it in this red and silver. Just looks fantastic. They did such a good job. Absolutely love that. And it just clip on with your standard, standard titles. But the suit looks great. I love it. Came with the vest and whatnot that he wears. All the lining came out really nice. All the paint came out pretty clean for the most part. You got a Seth Rollins logo right there on his side. On the back of the boots, came out really cool. You got the Seth Rollins logo right there on the back between his shoulder blades. All looks very nice. Even got some nice clean wrist tape. Looks very, very cool. The head sculpt is fantastic in my opinion. It's so it is kind of goofy looking, but at the same time, that is very much Seth Rollins. And I think that's probably one of the best head sculpts that Mattel is actually giving us from this line, because yeah, that is straight up Rollins with that nose and the hair and whatnot and his beard. That's very accurate. I like it a lot. You can just tell there's like a belt printed right here, again like that. I don't remember if that was on the suit. I don't remember, so I'll have to check that out. But very, very cool. So this vest does come off like so. It is on those kind of like awkward clips that we've seen with previous ones before. You pull this off, just pull it forward, just like that, and it does go on and off pretty easily for the most part. It's just a little difficult to clip, but nothing crazy. We do see his back tattoo with those, I don't know, what is that, Japanese characters or Chinese characters on the back going down the spine. Looks very nice. And what's very cool, we also do get his chest hair and stomach hair, kind of leading that happy trail right there, kind of like a la Shawn Michaels and whatnot, so very cool. So the sculpt just works great with this figure. I absolutely love that, from the kick pads and whatnot. all just looks very, very cool. Just such a sweet looking Seth Rollins figure. And again, I might be biased because it's kind of like Deadpoolish, so that might just be me. And in all honesty, I'm not a giant Seth Rollins fan. I think he's good and whatnot, but I'm not like a huge fan of the guy. So me being sold on this figure is kind of a little more extra for me. So anyways, let's take a look at the articulation now. So the head is on that ball joint, does roll around like so a little bit, left and right, up and down a little bit. Arms can go full 360, out right there, rotate at the bicep, single bend at the elbow, rotation at the wrist, as well as a hinge at the wrist. Since this is an elite, we do get ab crunch, so crunches forward about that much, back about that far, rotation at the waist, hip jolts kick forward that much, back not really, do the splits very nicely, rotation in that upper thigh, double jointed knees, even with that knee pad, it still works out very great, does not really hinder articulation whatsoever. We get rotation at the boot, ankle joints honestly point the toe up and down, a slight ankle rocker that works pretty decently. So overall, man, I really do believe this is the best Seth Rollins to date. This one and then the Money in the Bank one, I think, are the best two figures. Again, it's most likely just me being biased because I love the color scheme. I love that it comes with the red tag, raw tag belts. I think it's fantastic. Overall, I think he's incredibly cool, and I think he is definitely a must-get. So for a quick size comparison, here he is standing next to a Marvel Legends Deadpool figure, as well as a DCUC Batman figure. And for your Elite comparison, here he is standing next to WWE Elite Money in the Bank Seth Rollins. And just for fun, here he is standing next to Little Lego Bat Bomb. So there it is, guys, my review of the WWE Elite Summer Slam Series Seth Rollins. Now overall, I absolutely love this figure, and again, I really do believe this is the best Seth Rollins that we've ever gotten. He's just incredibly cool in that Deadpool-inspired attire, and I love the fact that he comes with a Raw Tag Team belt. Throw in that great head sculpt and awesome articulation, just make him for one kick-ass Seth Rollins action figure. So please comment, like, and subscribe. Stay nerdy, my friends. Peace.